Welcome to Carter's Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Space Jam for the Sega Saturn. I've got a quick riddle for you. What does Michael Jordan have on his toast for breakfast? That's right, Space Jam. Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry, that's all I got. I'll see myself out. Thanks. The movie was a classic through the eyes of nostalgia, and someone out there still loves watching this movie because it ends up on free-to-air TV at least once a month. One of the greatest basketballers of our time in a movie? Seems like the stuff dreams are made of. And then team him up with the Looney Tunes team? Of course I want to see that movie. Whoever came up with that is a genius. I saw it several times as a kid, and I will be honest and say that as an adult, I can see parts of the movie which have not been done well. I can start to nitpick the interactions between the cartoon characters which are clearly not there, and it all starts to feel a bit weird. But this is not a review about the movie. The game was developed by Sculptured Software and released by Acclaim back in late 1996, early 1997 in all three regions for the Saturn. It was also released on the PlayStation and PC in 1997 as well. You can play as Michael Jordan.
Now let's see what we got inside here. They are. Alright.
Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian Devil.
Lemony Fresh.
Lola Bunny.
My name is Lola Bunny. Lola.
Sylvester.
Oh, we've got balls! Whoa!
Wile E. Coyote, Foghorn Leghorn, Elmer Fudd, Yosemite Sam, Daffy Duck.
Property and trademark of Warner Brothers, Inc.
Pepe Le Pew.
Okay.
And Porky Pig.
Your John Hancock, please.
You can also select the Monstars, but who really cares? When you base a game off a movie, you either need to have strong gameplay or a strong story at the very least, and in an ideal world, both. You've taken a movie where the basketball match is what the whole movie builds up to, and based most of the gameplay around that? Well, that would be sound advice if it gave any of the gameplay context, which it doesn't. Maybe a little heads up for those who've never watched the movie but own this game, which by the way, is no one. Or maybe it has strong gameplay. No, it doesn't have that either. So, what does this game have then?
That hurts.
Menu presentation was stiff, weird, and felt like it could have had more polish. It's not really bad, but it's barely average. Navigating around was possible, but I didn't care for any of it. I mean, they call the arcade mode play game for fuck's sake. In-game presentation was pretty rough, especially since I've just come from playing NBA Jam TE, arguably the most definitive version of a hugely popular game that got most, if not all aspects of basketball right. By stark contrast, everything about this is done poorly. The only thing on screen apart from the gameplay to give you any indication on any part of the game is the turbo down in the left hand corner. That's it! The theme is there and I was going to say that it was inconsistent, but that seems harsh. The Looney Tunes theme is all here, but there's something about it that just doesn't leave me as excited as I was when I saw the film. The animation is not too bad. The colour choices in-game, however, have something left to be desired. Plus, they can get away with everything looking like a Looney Tune, and Jordan doesn't come across too badly in the whole thing, so we expect that very little is required to make this all look nice. Detailing is not great, and it feels unpolished and rushed. The sound is pretty lackluster at best. The background music can be barely heard, on top of a huge layer of basketball shoes screeching around the court, not to mention that the commentator was grinding after a very short time. There were so many loading screens that after a while I thought this game was called Now Loading. Gameplay is so shallow and boring that I needed a pillow, to sleep on. NBA Jam wasn't the deepest experience, but at the very least it was fun, and there were intricacies such as injury adding to rotation of the players through the match, and everyone feeling a little different from each other. Some felt obviously different here too, but I just couldn't muster enough of a fuck to really feel like it added much. The one thing it did copy from NBA Jam were the Super Jams, and even then, NBA Jam did it infinitely better. In this game, they were slight and had very little to no impact. But it doesn't stop there, as the game has mini games as well to select during the quarter and half times. So, what do they add, you ask? A very inconsistent and confusing experience. What's the point to any of these mini games apart from just because? You had a shoddy racing game, 2 shooting games, and another 2 games over 2 different modes, which was so confusing I didn't even really know what I was doing. The comedy in this game was absent. What you could have done is tweak the story slightly so that you're not playing the big match straight away. You could work towards it by playing some of the other teams that exist in the Warner Brothers world, and the Monstars are the final team in Key Point, like the Dream Team. It shouldn't be up to me to tell you how to make your shit game better. The controls weren't bad and the difficulty was pretty easy, even after I bumped it up. But it's such a shame to see such wasted potential. That shit might fly on the Super Nintendo and or Mega Drive / Genesis, but on the Saturn, you would expect more. Far more. Replayability is one of the strong points of the game because it supports up to 6 players with the help of a multi-tap. So once you're tired of the monotony, you can now drag 5 of your closest friends into the shitstorm that is this game. I finished both modes in 2 hours. I tried the first mode titled Play Game, which I finished in 5 minutes, and the credits rolled for 10 to 15 minutes with pictures of the development crew who all looked like they were pushed to wit's end to make a subpar game. Would I recommend this game? Sadly, no. I think this game could have been amazing, I really do. The core game lacked a lot and tacked on additional bullshit mini games that didn't need to be there. It could have been so much more than just an inferior NBA Jam clone. It could have been a superior one, and I say that genuinely, as that could really be seen as an accolade. Also, I think I'm the wrong demographic for this game. Maybe if you were a kid in the 90s, this might have been a huge deal. But as it stands, being a cynical man in his 30s, it's really not.
I thought I saw a putty tap. Ouch. Sweet move. Monstars.
Since I didn't actually get a chance to play any of the movie for you since I was so busy, reviewing the game, here is perhaps my second, maybe third favorite part of the movie. Enjoy.
We seek the one they call Bugs Bunny. Yeah, Bugs Bunny. Have you seen him? Where is this guy? Is he around?
Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny. Say, does he have great big long ears? Like this?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And does he hop around? Like this? Well, does he say, "What's up, Doc?" like this? What's up, Doc?
Yeah.
Nope. Never heard of him.
Oh.
You know, maybe there is no intelligent life out there in the universe after all.
Hold on there, Mr. Looney Tune. Hey, what do you think we are, stupid? Don't move a muscle. Okay, Bunny, gather up your Toon pals. We're taking you for a ride.
Totally, all right. So, where are we going? Are we there yet?
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line.
Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all!
That's all, folks.
Can I go home now?